And hello, and now I will be continuing the nice sprite editor which we did in the last video, last stream I mean. So I will be continuing this one. Let's continue. So at the moment we have like this, yeah, like this. I added this button that add graph. So in the last video, or I mean in the last stream, when I was, I pressed the mouse here and I was drawing, it came straight away, but it doesn't draw now. I added the graph here, so now it works that we need to add first the graph. So I press this one and now I can draw. Okay, like that. So, well, maybe I should explain a little bit my plan here. My plan is, what is my plan? I don't have any plan. So I'm gonna have layers that like for example, let's say that I'm drawing a guy, like a man. So I will first draw this head, and then I will add another layer, for example, and then I draw the body like this. And now, because this is a different layer than this one, so if I select the head layer, I can then, and I select that I want to move, then when I grab this, it will move only the head. I mean, this is how graphical editors work normally, isn't it? That you can have layers and you can move one section of the drawing. So that's kind of interesting to do, and it's actually not very difficult to do. It's quite simple actually. It's not super difficult to do. So we can have layers, and then we can operate with the layer, and we can delete. So I can choose, for example, this body section, and then I can choose delete. It will delete this body, and then we can obviously later on we can save this image. I call this whole thing an image, and then I call this one graphs. That's how I name them. So this is a graph, and this is a second graph, and then we are joining the graphs, and then the whole thing I call it image. I don't know what naming convention is best, but that's what I chose here. I can always change the names later on, but at the moment that's how I'm calling them. The whole thing is image, and these are the graphs. So so I have a list what I was planning to do, and it's this one. These are the next things I want to do. There's many things need to do, like empty the grid, delete everything, all kind of things. But maybe I could do this one first. Combo box to select a program state. Yeah, the program is gonna have states, like are we drawing, are we moving something, are we selecting something. So that's how I'm thinking to do this, that we're gonna have a state. Very simple state. I'm hoping that we don't need to go to the complex state pattern or something, which we might need to do, but at the moment it seems to me that this is gonna be quite simple what we're doing here. So I'm hoping to have a very simple state system here. So yes, actually after the last video I added a couple of things I quickly show here. So this is the grid, okay, the grid, and the grid contains the data in a matrix. So I created a matrix. Was it in the last video, or how did but anyway, I have a matrix which contains all the data. Yes, and then I have the graph. I created a very simple class like graph. So the graph is one part of the image. It's one part. It's one individual part of the graph, and the image is made of multiple graphs or one graph, one or multiple graphs. That's how it works. And here's the image. So the image, as you can see, the image is made of graphs. So the image is the whole thing. So image is made of graph. That's how you know, structured this one. Anyway, not gonna go too much the details here. I'm just gonna continue now. So okay, so what was I doing? And close that, and also that one maybe close. Yeah, so state. Let's create a state in enum class. Just a very simple state system. Maybe I just call it state. And what are the states we're gonna need? Well, we add them as we need, I guess. A drawing state. What else we have? Moving. We are moving objects, moving state. What is the other one? Select object, select state. Yeah, I guess there is a select. Select graph. Select something. Select something. Maybe just select state. Okay, so we have a state, and I'm gonna, in a private section here in the static control where we are drawing stuff, I'm just gonna create the state object here, and so what is the initial state? That's the question. That is the question. We could of course always say that the initial state is that's something we don't necessarily know at the moment. I'm just gonna put the drawing state, but I don't really know what at this moment. I'm just gonna guess. So drawing state. Okay, let's start. So now for this guy, now I'm thinking that how do we gonna represent the state? What kind of control we need for the state? I put here combo box or radio button. That's a good question. That how do we select the state? We could use a combo box, or we could use a radio button. The radio button is faster, you know, because you have everything is there, one click. If you do the combo box, you need to do 2 clicks. I was first thinking combo box, but I think radio button might be nicer because we just need to only 1 click at the time. Maybe I try that radio button. Sorry. So I'm gonna go to the resource view. Well, if it goes wrong, I just delete it and do the other one. So okay, dialog. Let's add some radio buttons. We can put the group here. I haven't really much designed, to be honest with you, this whole thing, but it's kind of doing it on the fly. So I'm gonna put the group there, and I'm gonna call it, well, just a state maybe, or action. Is it action? How do you call it? Action. And then let's go back here and start placing those radio buttons. It's very possible that, you know, the logic of this changes, that we don't want the radio buttons, we want something else. So this is gonna be the first drawing. Yeah, drawing, and then and we need to change the. I did the tutorial about radio buttons before, so you can go and look at it if you are not familiar with the radio buttons. So radio let's put draw state because it's it's kind of draw state, or draw action is better, isn't it? Draw action like this. Okay, I put draw action there. Draw action, and then I'm gonna copy this guy. Copy, paste. Hello bro, Hello, bro. Have we seen before? Yeah, I just continue doing this this sprite editor here. So let's quickly. It's gonna be really interesting, by the way. It's gonna be really interesting this one soon. I can see that it's gonna be quite interesting coming. It's gonna get interesting soon. So after I did couple of things here, I think it's gonna be really nice soon. So drawing state, and what is the other one? The other one is moving state. We are moving the graphics, the objects, and then the last one will be select state. Select. Let's put select there. Okay. And now we need to change the IDs for each of them. So let's go cracking here. So this was moving, and the other one was, oh, of course I did the wrong way around. That's a select. Okay, so that needs to be select action. And then this one needs to be moving action. So let's do that. Moving action. Of course. So now we have this crazy problem that, you know, the MFC is now confused because I by accident I created that ID minute ago, then I changed it, but it's still thinking that I'm using it. I'm gonna actually show everybody now how to fix this problem, because this is kind of annoying. So if I go here, I think I can fix this. So if I go here, you see that the ID is select action, and this one is drawing action. Okay, but if I now go here and try to change it to moving, which should be free because I never used it yet. Moving. It says that already exists. Let's go and try to fix this problem. Okay, so save all. I think I know how to fix this. It's a crazy problem because I'm not using that ID at the moment, isn't it? And it's still complaining that you are using reserved ID. So I'm gonna try to fix that now. Save all. Close that, and then we can go to the resource. Yes. Okay, and I'm gonna check that if that ID is here. Goes. So is it here? What was that? Moving. Yeah, you see, there it is. This is probably the problem here. It didn't, you know, because I created this one, but then I changed my mind and I put something else, but it left this one here, isn't it? It left this one hanging here. This is not so nice feature in this Visual Studio. It does things, so you just have to do what you. So I think if I delete this, just delete that now, and also this one, we don't need that action 2, whatever that is. So I'm just manually deleting that also. Okay, and now I think I can put here 3. I can manually change to 3. I guess I can leave it. Aha, by the way, this is the next control value, is 3. Aha, we need to be very careful here now. I think this one tells that next value will be this one. I think so. So I'm gonna now kind of try to manually fix this thing. So I'm gonna put 3 here, and I'm gonna put 4 here. I'm just gonna, you know, do this crazy thing, and I'm gonna fix this Visual Studio. Kind of, I'm gonna save. Okay, let's see if it works now. So I will close this. Remember, it was 1, 2, 3. Let me add now the other one and let's see if it becomes 4 here. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? So I'm gonna go now back to the resource view. Oh, doesn't. Yeah, I need to refresh it. What is it complaining? Undefined keyword. Oh, I see. Aha, it's complaining. Aha, because I have that. Yeah, I think yeah. Okay, so I need to put this one back because I'm using it in one of the. I deleted too much. So I need to put that action 2 back, isn't it? Edit code, draw action 2. Aha, it's there. Aha, I can actually manually change this one. Okay, I can do that actually. So I don't need to go and modify that resource file again. So it's only in one place, so I can manually just change that, isn't it? I can put here, I'll put the same one for now. Can I put the same one? I don't remember. I'll put the same one as that one. Let's see if it accepts that. Save. Close. And now let's try our luck. Still complaining. Is it? Oh, now it's not complaining. So let's see how it looks now. Of course, this is a little bit tricky, isn't it? So let's look at all the you know, all these IDs now. So this will be drawing. Yeah, that's drawing. So this is draw action. Okay. Draw action. Draw action. Draw. Yeah, that's draw because I put it the same as this one, isn't it? So it's kind of what it should be. Okay, so I'm now gonna change this to moving. So let's try now. So I'm gonna say moving action. Yeah, now it accepted. Good. So I think well, let's not say too early that I fixed it. Let's go and check. Did I fix it really? So I saved that, close that, close the resource editor from here, go here, open, and then open this one. Okay, let's go now look at what's here. So draw, select 3. Yeah, perfect. And you see now it's the next control value will be 5, which is 1 plus this one, which is perfect. I did fix it. Okay, I'm good, isn't it? So now we have. So if you get this kind of ID craziness, if you get this kind of ID hassle, this is what you need to do. Just look at this video from the beginning. If you get this problem, you can just follow what I did. This might happen sometimes, so it actually happens. And beginners are in troubles many times if this happens. They don't know how to fix it, and you need to manually go to the resource H file, and you need to do things like that manually in these files. But just to let you know that here you can change basically anything here, the IDs. Okay, close that. Okay, let's continue now, the real thing. So I'm gonna go here now. Now it's. Yeah, now it's loading it again. And now let's go to dialog box. Okay, so let's continue. So, and now let's put them nicely first. So shift, and then you need to select evenly. Which one it is? Is it vertically, evenly? Maybe it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, evenly, and then I need to put them aligned left. Okay, there you go. So now they're nicely. Looks matter, isn't it? Looks matters. Okay, so okie dokie. So now they are looking good. And now one important thing is that, like I said in my video months ago, how to use this. Important thing is that we need to set the tab order now. This needs to be this one. This needs to be plus this one plus this one and 1 plus this one. They need to be in order. And 2, 1, 2, 3 like this. It needs to be 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3. It needs to be like that. Otherwise it doesn't work. And then remove that. Okay. Save all. Okay, and now the only thing, like I have had the lesson how to do this, how to do the radio buttons. We only need to create a variable for the first one. Oh, one more thing. It's a little bit complicated. This thing is, there's one more thing. We need to. This needs to be set. This needs to be the group. This needs to be the group one. The first one needs to be the group. This should not be group. Okay. So the first one is the group item. The other one should not be. This should be false and false. Okay. Save. And then one more thing, we need to add the variable for this one. So it's gonna be value. Put it in a private section. And it's gonna be integer, I think. It's integer because it's taking all the 3 values. 0, 1, 2. So that's gonna be the state, right? Or sorry, action. I call it action there. Okay, action. Okay. Which action we have at the moment, and then I press I guess I press finish. Of course my day. Unable to update. So what's that problem? Okay, let's go and look at the problem. Why did I get that problem? It's an interesting thing. Let's go and see what happened. Why did I get that error message? Where is it? Aha, it's in a view. It's here. What is that problem? It says that it was not able to put it here, I think. Why is that? Let me see if it created the private thing. If I compile now, I don't think it added at all. I can't see that variable here. So I'm gonna try to add it again. Maybe I did something wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna go back there and try it again. It should be integer. It should be integer. Add variable. What did I do wrong? Throw action. This is the group. Yes. It's the group, and then I say add variable value private. It's int, isn't it? I try one more time. If it complains, I'm gonna go and look at my old code. Old code and see what did I do wrong. So everything looks okay. Value private. Control value type. Okay. No, it doesn't like that. Okay. In that case, I think I have the project here where I was doing that. I'm gonna look at this now. I have this I have this YouTube video. This is the YouTube thing. So there's the radio button. You see, it's here. So what if I just can quickly look at it? Radio button. Where do I do that? Radio button. Is it in the categorical view? Oh, there's the radio button. Dialog. Okay, I think it's this. The radio test. Radio test. Okay, and it's -1, so it seems to be integer. Yeah, it is integer. So why is it not liking it? Integer should be okay. That's an interesting question now. Why is it not working in the other project? Integer should be fine. Okay, I need to go back and check something here. So why is it failing now? What if why is it failing now? That's the question. It is this one. If I look here, action. What if I just add it forcefully here? What if I just add it? Is this some kind of Visual Studio bug or something? What if I just forcefully put it there? Okay. Just copy and put it here forcefully. So here. So that's gonna be action, and then sorry, and then go to the CPP and action is, let's say, -1, and then we need to add that. We need to add that do exchange, this one. Radio to exchange, that goes to do. Hey, it goes here. So, and that ID needs to be the ID what we have in the resource view. Okay, is there some kind of ID conflict here? No. They have different IDs. Okay, let's go and use that ID here. And yeah, let me compile. Let's see what happens. Is it gonna like that? I manually added that. Succeeded. Oh, it's there. Why is this white? Why is this white? That's an interesting thing. Why is that white? That is a good question. Maybe it's because I have a feeling I know. Let me try and test my feeling. Okay, if I go here and I say false, is it this one? Let's see. Clip children. Yes, it is. Yeah, I was right. Material. Yeah. What happened? I know what happens here. Now it's the correct color. It's drawing this background correctly. The reason is here that if you select this dialog, okay, dialog, and then you go to settings here and clip children. This says to specify that child windows are clipped when drawing the dialog. So when the drawing happens, if you put true here, it will not ask the child window to be drawn. That's why it leaves it white, because it doesn't draw itself. Well, there's a reason why I want this to be true. But okay, I'm gonna put it false for now because it seems to work. If I needed to put back the true, I will do it later, but let's go with that. Okay, let's continue. And now, okay, and okay, and I'm gonna now put, yeah, it accepted. I think it accepted that. So let's put this one to 0 by default. We start from first item, from drawing, and okay, so what is the next thing I need to do? The next thing is that when I click this one, when I click one of these, the state needs to change. I think so. Yes, the state needs to immediately change. I think so. So that means that we need to react to the button brace. Okay. So we need to add handlers for this. I think it add event handler. Okay. I think it's this one. It needs to go. Yeah, this is a good question. Where do we put this? Well, I think it goes to the view. Yeah, I think it goes to the view because that's where it is. So that's the dialog on the background. So I'm gonna put it there. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the other ones. I think if you double click this one, it gives you that automatically, yeah. And double click this one. Okay, so we have 3 of them now. Okis dokis. So now the interesting question is that who owns that state? At the moment I put it in the static class, but maybe it belongs to the view class. Let me think. Where does that state belong? I think it belongs to the main window. Like what I mean is that if I compile this, ready? Yeah, I think it belongs to this main dialog on the background, because we could have other states also. It has nothing to do with this one. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment, that this state should belong to the main dialog. Okay, maybe I'll move it there. Should I? Let me think one more time. Drawing state, moving state, select state. when I'm moving the mouse. But the only thing is that when I'm moving the mouse, it's this static. It's that drawing control which needs to know that state. I mean this one. Okay. And when I'm moving mouse, it's actually happening in this window. This is the static window here. So the action happens here. Maybe I could have different state. Maybe this could be called. This could be called. This could be called static window state or drawing state. This draw static state. What if I call it like that? Draw static. Draw control. Grid state. Drawing, moving, selecting. How about grid state? Okay, I can change that later on. I'll just call it grid state now to, kind of more logical, I guess. And so that's the grid state. And yeah, let me leave it there now because this class needs to know that state. Okay, it's easier to start like that. So, okay, let's have a function. Let's have a function now here. Okay. New set state, and we're gonna pass that guy, that state guy over there. Okay, we have a new state, and then obviously we need to react accordingly, I guess, but that's a good start. So let's go now back to the reality, which is here. We need to change the state here in the dialog box, in the dialog window. So I need to just here simply call that set state, and this will be the drawing state, grid state, drawing state, and this will be moving state, and this will be selecting. Sorry, select. Okay, let's see if this works. And what else I need to do here? Okay, that's a good start. Okie dokie. So what is the next job I was need to do? Draw highlight rect on current object pixels. Draw highlight rectangle. Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna make those I'm gonna make the grid, the lines in the grid, a little bit thinner. They are too thick. Not 5, but maybe 2. Is it 3 or 2? I don't know. How does it look if I put 3? Or is it slow? Okay. Maybe I can put 2 actually. I put 2. And okay, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to draw a rectangle because the section of the image which we are selecting, so it needs to have a selection rectangle on each of the pixel. That's what I'm aiming to do. So let me try to do this. So it goes to the drawing section. Sorry. Okay. So here I'm drawing the cell value. Okay. So after this, I need to draw the selection rectangle for the selected graph. Is it possible to do it here? Right. Okay. Rectangle. Solid draw info. Okay, draw info. What does the draw info have? I think the draw info has the cell also. Cell value. Row index. Yeah, it has a row index and call index. Yeah, so I can use those row index and call index to check that is this square selected. Okay. So and now I need to check all the graphs. I think I need to loop all the graphs here in the image, all the graphs, and I need to check that is it hitting one of them? Oh, sorry. No. I only need to check the selected graph. Yep, not all graphs. So image get graphs selected graph. Yeah, current. Yep, not all. I only need to check the selected graph. Get graph current index. Current selected graph index. And so this one returns. What does it return? Add part. And what does it return? Get parts. And what is that? And add. Okay. I think these are all the pixels. These are all the coordinates it has. Okay, so we can say now that yep. So I can do now. I need to search this array now. So I need to say find if. I think it needs to be okay. I can say that auto reference, and I can see selected graph, selected what is it, graph. Yeah, selected graph is this one. And now we can loop that graph and check did it hit the pixel. So I can say for auto just call it pixel, and then we are looping all of them, all of the pixels, and we are checking that if actually the find is so good here on my desk. Sorry guys, the find is so good here, I think. So I need to say, is it algorithms? Algorithms. I can just say here find. I can say std find course. Oh, there it is. So find, and then what are we finding? We are looping this selected graph from the beginning all the way to the end. And what are we looking for? Well, we are looking for that cell. So I'm gonna say here that cell cell and it's gonna be from the draw info. It's gonna be I think it's a row index, and then column index, column index, and then I put that there. We are looking at that cell from the current graph, and then we can say that if auto found found graph cell, if we found it, and if this one is not if this one is if it's not std sorry, if it's not the end, if it's not the end, that means that we found it from the graph, and that means that we can draw that rectangle around it. So how do we draw a rectangle? That's a good question. There must be examples here somewhere. Fill. There's a fill rectangle. Let me try it. Something like how do I draw that? So there's a like that. I need to draw the rectangle around rectangle. What kind of function it's gonna be? Fill rectangle. Draw rectangle. Draw rectangle. That looks promising. Draw rectangle, and we need to put the pen. What kind of pen? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that pen. I can create a pen here. Let's create 188 gray pen. Oh, that needs to be, that's the alpha value. This is the alpha value, I think. So that needs to be 188, and 1 width 1. I think this is the width. Yeah, that's the width. And so we need to put that pen there, and it needs the address of the pen. And then what do we need here? Yeah, that needs to be the rectangle. So the rectangle will be, sorry guys, so the rectangle will be this one, isn't it? It will be this one here. Oh, it's here already. It's here already. Yeah, it's here already. So I can use that one, but I need to draw it inside that rectangle because it needs to go inside. So I need to loop it. I'm gonna make a copy of that. I'm gonna call it highlight rect. And that's gonna be a copy of this cell rectangle. And then I need to string it a little bit. So there must be a function here to string that. Inflate. Is inflate or deflate? Which one is? Inflate or inflate. Oh, inflate is okay, I just try my luck. So it's gonna be 5, I don't know, 4 So I'm gonna just say here 4 4. Let's try what happens. Okay, 4 4. We're gonna make it smaller, and then I'm gonna pass that guy over there. Oh my days. Oh my days. Gosh, so much code. I'm gonna just run it now. Let's see what happens. Gosh, let's see what happens. Never compiles. What is it saying? First, it doesn't have the equal operator. Okay. Why is it doesn't have that? Because this cell, maybe it doesn't have the equal operator. Let me go and check the cell. Where's the cell? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you see it doesn't have the equal operator. So this find can't compare cells because it doesn't have equal. So we have to create that equal. I already have it, so I'm just going to copy that. We need to compare the cells. The find needs to compare the cells, so just copy that there, and then you can put. We need to be able to use this equal to compare, and cell. Okay, cell is a matrix of matrix int. No. It's this value what we are comparing. I think so. That's an interesting question. Actually, what am I comparing here? I'm comparing. No, I'm not comparing about the value. I'm comparing about the coordinates, which is this one, not the value. What am I talking about? It's not cell value, it's a cell. Aha, that's a cell value. I see. That's a cell value. Graph. Yeah, those are cell values, so I need to put cell value here actually. Get parts. Yep, it's a cell value. So I need to put here cell value, I think. And I need to put first the cell coordinate, and then actually I'm gonna change. I'm gonna use find if maybe here, because it's only looking for the coordinates, so I need to do it a little bit more complicated way. I need to do the lambda here. So okay, and const auto, and that's gonna be the cell value, and now I'm gonna compare that cell value against this value here, which I'm gonna pass via I can take a reference to this one, I guess, and I'm gonna compare it to now I'm gonna say that return cell matrix cell. There's the matrix cell. Aha, okay. And it can compare. Okay, the matrix cell, it can compare. Okay, so the matrix cell yeah, so I can use that cell. And it knows how to compare. Okay, so return cell equals to this one. And cell value, cell val, and cell. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it. Okay, so but it's still complaining. What is it complaining? Yeah, there's an extra thing there. Okay. Okay, let's see what. So I'm trying to find here. Okay, so let's see. It's a little bit complicated. I don't know if this is easy to follow. It's not easy to follow this, but I might make a video explaining everything line by line later. Okay, let's see if it works. First of all, let's see if it works. Oh, there's still error. What is that? Is that there? X. So why did I do? Aha! I think I left it by accident here. I was doing something a minute ago. Let's try again. Generating code. Okay, succeeded finally. And let's see if it works. Maybe it's gonna crash. Yeah, it's crashing. Okay, so I'm gonna put now breakpoint. Let's see why it crashes. What did I do wrong? It crashes. This is the first time in my life the program crashed after I made the code. First time. This is the first time in my life, my whole life. I'm quite old. No, I'm just joking. It's not the first time. Okay, so what is that? Ah, that's -1. That's why it crashes, because this is -1. Oh my days. Yeah. The current index is -1. There's nothing there, so it crashes. Okay, so I need to fix that problem. That if nothing is selected, we should actually pass this whole section actually. So I need to check here that if the current selected item or if the current selected item is greater or equal than 0, then we cannot draw the cell. I mean, if there is a cell, then we cannot draw it. Current selected index. No. Actually, this can go. This can go actually here. Yeah. So yeah. So this section, if we selected a graph, then we will highlight it like that. Okay. How about now? Well, it didn't crash. Yeah, because we didn't have any graph, that's why we had the problem. Okay, so I need to create a graph first, pressing that button. And now if I draw, wow, it works. Look, there is that selection, there is the selection rectangle, can you see? It works. Wow. Wonderful. You see the selection rectangle on each of them. That means that this graph is selected. Okay, the color, let me change the color is. Okay, I need to put it inside inside or outside? That's a good question. I think it needs to go inside the cell, that rectangle, that selection rectangle. Let me try that. I put it inside, so so where's the pen? I mean, where is the yeah, inflate. Instead of plus plus, we cannot do minus. Little bit more, like maybe 3 pixels, minus. Okay, now it should go inside the pixel, the selection rectangle, the highlight rectangle. Yeah, I think that's better. The highlight rectangle, it's inside the. Okay, very good. It works. Okay, so so this is highlighted. Okay, this is cool. Now if I add another graph, the other one should not be highlighted. That's the last thing I'm gonna do maybe here. I'm gonna add another graph and I'm gonna draw on that one, and the other one should not be selected. The latest one should be selected. That's interesting, isn't it? So let's see if let me first check that my logic is correct here. Can I add another one? So where is that event handler for that button? Here, add graph. If I go there, add graph. Yeah. In theory, it should work. Actually, it should work. If I did everything correctly, I should be able to add another graph, and then if I draw on that one, let's try it. So I will add another graph. Okay, so first graph, I'm gonna draw the head here, head of the man. Okay, and now I add another graph. Yeah, wonderful. It works. Look at the latest one is selected. You see, that's not selected anymore. This is selected now. Oh my days. So this second graph, as you can see, there's a highlight there. This one doesn't have a highlight, so this is selected. And if I create a third one, let's say I draw something on a border, you see, now this one is selected. This graph is now selected. Wonderful. And there are two. So now we have three graphs, and we can, in the next stream, we can add that we can select the graph and then maybe move it. That's what we do next time. That we can select one of these graphs and then we can, for example, move it, and the rest of the graphs stay where they are. Okay. So it's a long video already, so I'll finish here, and I think we will continue from here. It's getting more exciting now because the functionality starts growing now. Okay, thank you very much.